Alright, so it's Friday. Hopefully we get this done by Sunday, but yeah, so it's Friday and I'm going to try to get a jump on this and remove like all these clips and all that, remove the visor, remove these handles, lights, all that, take everything out so that when I get home later, you know, there's only going to be 20 minutes of sunlight left. And so hopefully in that time we can just drop the headliner and get the headliner out, because I want to wrap it and glue it and all that today, so that by Sunday, because I'm not going to work on it tomorrow, Saturday, so by Sunday it is cured and the glue's nice and good on there. So I'll update y'all throughout the way. But after watching some videos, I mean, it seems pretty explanatory. This stuff, you just turn, comes out. Then this, I mean, you can see this old headliner is falling out of its spots everywhere, you know, back there as well. So it's not like it's real dirty, but I mean, it's just falling out of its spots. So yeah, I guess I'll update y'all throughout the way of taking all this stuff off. All right, so about 20% done. Got this handle out, which you can see, I mean, this thing ain't even holding to the roof anymore. Got this handle out. I will I'll show you guys on that one how to do it. I think I showed y'all already. This one you just turn and pull. These are a pain in the butt the way these work. And then this center dome light, there's 2 screws up there, right there, and then on the other side 2 black screws. And then on the front side you have to pop these clear covers off, which are super easy. You just, of course I have a Phillips head, but if you have a flat head, you just put it there and you just pop them off like that. Super easy. And then there's 2 more screws up in there, right there, and then on this side light's bright, but 2 silver ones by the lights, and then the 2 black screws are back here in the back. And then should just be able to push it forward a little bit, and then it'll drop down, and then you just have to disconnect the headliner material falling out. Just have to disconnect the wires and then should be good. So I've been struggling with this driver's side one to get it out, so I went over to the passenger side and did it first try, real easy. So what you have to do is this little notch right there, put your screwdriver in, and you have to push in a button and rotate it 45 degrees or whatever, and the whole thing drops out just like that one did. Real easy. But I think this one's so gummed up from me trying it, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to. And so let me keep trying, but we'll see. Okay, so on this side, you just have these little things, these little plastic covers that go up in there. So you just get your screwdriver in between them and just pry it off, you know, to slide off. And then you get your, just get some needle nose, come over here and pull this down. And then you're gonna pinch these 2 metal pieces together. It's kind of hard because my phone's in the way, but just from me taking those off, it already pretty much took that whole thing off. But yeah, so what you're trying to essentially do is just close these up, and then you can take them out. You don't have to. I don't think I'm going to, just because I don't want to lose them or anything. Cause I left that side in as well over there, so got this side out. I'm gonna wait to do everything else until I get home, because it's gonna require me to turn the battery off, because you know, you are messing with your side airbags, and worse, you know, you don't want nothing like that to happen. I guess I can take this off, so I'll do that real quick, and then I'll just have to keep working on this, because as you can see on this one, there's just a little tab that you have to push in. I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, it's right there. So you have to push that little tab in, and then you turn it 90 degrees and it spins it from this hole and it spins it around to there. On the other one, I can't, I'm not able to push the tab in, and so I'll have to keep working on that. But okay, so there's that. Pop that down and out. Now you have these 2 screws right here, 2 more silver screws, and you're gonna undo that, and then this whole thing will come down, and you just have to undo the wiring on it. Okay, got that out. Same thing, I'm just gonna put that cover back on that, but these screws, I'm just gonna put back up into the headliner just so I don't lose them. But I'm pretty sure that's it other than that right now. And then, like I said, when I get home, I'll undo the battery. And I'll do this pillar, that pillar, both seatbelt sides, and then back there as well. That piece and that piece. Because you don't have to take them all the way off, but I'm going to, just because I'm gonna paint them black, just so it all matches. But yeah, I guess if I'm able to get this off in the next 15 minutes, then we'll see. But if not, then I'll just pick the phone up later. Alrighty guys, well, I got it. Tab was broken up in there. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, it is what it is. This whole piece, I think, was just broken, and so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we are going to start the process of disconnecting the battery so I can then start pulling all this stuff down. Okay, so I got one 8-pillar trim piece off, snapped it right off. It's fairly simple. So now I'm gonna do that side, C belts and the C pillar. So all right, this is like an hour after. I thought it was gonna be a 5-minute process, but I thought I had to take this off. I didn't have to, but I'm gonna be running my wires, my power up to the fuse box in here anyways, so that doesn't matter. But got both 8-pillar curtains off, got sun visor, lights, everything off. Coming to the back, got the B pillars off. I just can't get them all the way out of the car because I have to take the seatbelt off. Okay, so I have to take the seatbelt off down here so that way I can feed it through that little hole that I just made by taking this little clip off. And then that'll allow me to take this out, and then I can then paint that black because I want to paint that black. Coming into the back, had to take that pillar off, as well as there was another like headliner piece, same material, but I wanted to redo that anyways because that was one of the things that was falling apart. So same thing on both sides. So I believe now I just have the screws holding the headliner up, and the headliner will come down. So when I get home later, when there's only 30 minutes left of sunlight, I will be able to just do that quickly and get it out of the car, which is what I wanted to do. I did not know it was going to take me 4 hours, but whatever. All right, so I just got home. I'm going to, I just disconnected the battery as well. Now I'm going to find out how many screws and what all screws, what clips it takes to undo this headliner. So I'll get back with y'all in a minute. All right, so halfway out. All right, so we got it most of the way out. Or I guess we don't have it most of the way out, but there's just these wires that run along top. Like this one goes all the way back to the back apron airbag back there. And so we're just having to slowly find what to undo and undo it as we go. So got the headliner out. Got it over here on the table. Getting ready to strip it of the cloth and the orange glue. So yeah, A lot of short clips in this video, but just little tiny updates. Alright, so got the new headliner on. Not as good as I was hoping it'd be, but as expected for your first time. Got it on and got all the edges tucked. Got the sunroof on and all of that. Flip it over. Can't really see it, but it's good enough. So what I'm about to do now is section it off into probably one, two, maybe three. So I do a line here and then do a line right there. So 1, 2, and then that U shape will be 3. And then see how long that takes. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock the next morning. I'm getting ready to drill the holes out for these stars. I think I'm gonna do 200, because it's a 550 kit, so 400 and then 150 all throughout there, because I'm not gonna do them like right there or nothing, I don't think. So I was saying last night I was out here doing some electric. So I just haven't put this back on yet, but I put a fuse tap right there, and the fuse that I used was the 10 amp fog. So you can see the fog 10 amp number 3 right there. So I wired it to that, snuck it behind there, snuck it under this, and then you can see it comes up right here. And then I'm running it all the way through there, and then the box is in there. I had to bust this foam out, and that was like sound deadening, I think. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I got that to work. Now that the power's connected, actually, let me show y'all that it works wherever the light is at. It might be too bright to see, but there it goes. and then off. And so I was thinking that if I'm connecting it to the fog light, it's not going to have constant power, because fog light would only come on like when the sensor knows it's dark, but it has constant power even when you turn the car off or during the day. And so, but with that remote, the signal goes through the wall and all that, and so I'll just turn them on and off when I want and need, which I kind of like that better. If it's like a gloomy day but it's not dark enough for it to come on, then I can turn it on if I want to show somebody. But yeah, so now I'm going to get the fiber optics out of the car and see what drill bit I need and start drilling 550 holes. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't think drilling the hole should take longer than 30 minutes though. It's the sticking them through and cutting the excess that's gonna take a long time. But I'm gonna turn on the tripod. Okay, so these two 200 sections I got done. I drilled them all. I just need to go back and on these two sections and circle the holes, and then come up here and do these. It should be about 150 up here, so it's probably been about 20 minutes, I'd say, so we're on good track. All right, so got all the holes laid out and circled through each section. Now I'm going to come over to the fiber optics, and this is going to be a tedious part, but I'm going to separate all of these. So like do a bundle of 200, 200, 75, 75, just so they're organized. And since the power box is in the B pillar, I'm going to be running them right here. And so yeah, I guess let me just start organizing these. Alright, so I got it hanging from the roof. I got it sectioned off, so 175 section, another 75 section, and then both 200 sections all sectioned off. So yeah, so I guess now I'll just start poking them all through the holes. I guess that's all there is to it. Come on. That was nice.
So it looks like they're all working?
I don't know. Alright, so got everything good, pretty much how I want it for it to go into the car. Got some pieces like on the back to hold down the mess of wires that I didn't want to cut off. So I'm gonna come under here now and just cut them off to about 5 inches on all of them. So Look way better when they're trimmed. It is now currently 12:08 the next day, Monday, 12:08 at night. As y'all can see, got the battery hooked back up. Here's that rig down. Come in here. They're not cut all the way to where like they need to be, just because the headliner is why is this set to door? So as y'all can see, I left them a little long, or we left them a little long. So all the trim is back on, everything except for like your mirror, your makeup mirror, your handles are back on. All your pillars are back on except for that one, because you can see the mess of wires runs down through there, and I don't know what to do for that right now other than just to try to DIY the piece and put on there. So back there, I mean, it's all good. Like I said, you can see the little gap there, but that's because the I don't know, that needs to go up a little bit more, but I mean, other than that, it's good. So only other thing now to do is to use it, I guess. A lot of freaking work, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank y'all for watching. Super long process. Took like a whole day and a half. Like, I was out here since 7:30 in the morning, Sunday morning. I just now am done at 11:30, 12 o'clock. As well as on Saturday, last night, I worked on it a little bit from like 10 at night to 12 in the morning, wiring in the box, the power and all that. And then the day before that, I spent another few hours removing all the trim and getting it prepped. And so for somebody that knows what they're doing, it'll take a lot less time, but for your average idiot like myself, it took a while. And it's not like any of it's super difficult, it's just very time consuming. Taking it out, taking the headliner out of the car is by far the hardest part. I want to say that's the hardest part. It could be, but I'd say mapping out the way the lights are going to run is going to be the hardest part. But whatever. Pretty much done editing the video, and I forgot to show y'all the finished product. So walk out to the whip real quick. The way it looks is still the same as the way it did the other day, other than I cut down the strands. But like, I still haven't put that pillar on or anything, and so, but as y'all can see, I'm in 0.5, so it makes it look darker versus if I zoom in. Got the twinkle effect. Goes everywhere except for the sunroof there, and then you can see that panel is still off, but I'm trying not to put it in 0.5, but I just can't like show it without it being in 0.5. But yeah, I mean, thing looks real good. See if y'all can see better like that. I did not paint this lip because when I was in here painting it, it was closed, and so couldn't paint it. But yeah,
It is what it is. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe, pretty please, and I'll see y'all in the next one.